Yeah.
No, we're all still. Very 6K. Cheers.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Charlie Blake Circle has the centre.
That is it.
He was born in this very day, 1956, in West Hartlepool, to Lynn and Ken Blake, some of whom you may remember her as Carlotta. And they met at a Young Conservatives club. Believe it or not. Their political leanings would change with the advent of Thatcher, thankfully, much to the relief of Charlie and Dave. At age 2, according to family legend, Charlie was dropped on his head in a visit to Edinburgh, which Lynn or Carlotta always said was the reason for his academic prowess. Apparently, it's not true.
So he ended up commuting to London for 2 weeks, and he just walked out. He couldn't hack it at all. And according to Charlie, he had a nervous breakdown. Never being over dramatic. I think he just decided, no, civil service is not for me at all. I've got to find this other
Oh, hang on, I found it. Yeah, I found it now on the email. So by this point, because when he took the job in the civil service, he was in London working with his dad. So that got him into the squat and music scene, and because his father was trying to straighten him out, wasn't it? Because he was sort of leaving him.
Necessarily straighten him out, just steer him into that job. If the music doesn't work, here's your fallback. I think that was always it.
And he was living in squats by this point and sort of making noises in a punk music scene. And there was one time you went to see LaTrobe together, and then got arrested.
Yeah.
Where are they now? I can't remember. Wafers.
He was just handing me lots of very crumbly wafers and just sort of very enthusiastic to join in.
But anyway, this was something.
He was someone who at times he was staying in the flat in where I lived in Tooting like half a week when he was working at Westminster University, and so Charlie is someone who I got to nag sometimes about domestic things, like spilling things all the time, and like leaving the milk on the side in the fridge where it would always drip, and spilling things. Yeah, spilling things was a topic. Such a long way from grasping that his name is not going to pop up on my phone sending me a random image of an Olmec head or a statue of Medusa or a topological shape or some music track like the Hypnotist, The House Is Mine, or a Gregorian chant, or an infinitely changing sequence of a single bell dinging, which was a favourite of his. Charlie called me Hyperbolica, or Hyperbolica for short, and the weirdest thing is that nickname is now assigned to the past, I guess. And along with the way that Charlie talked about everything, and anyone who knows Charlie well knows this kind of playful verbal dexterity that Charlie had, which is like nobody else. And
and the many masks you've worn, write me when you first arrive, a postcard saying, see you soon, semaphore or telegram, cast it in the room, a fiddler on the roof he plays to the light of the runcible moon. In the breach sea Rome it burns, the devil writes the greatest along the road. But when the silence starts to melt into applause, The ghosts of memory come crashing through the door. The priest was vehement, she had to go away. The nights were dangerous, so she waited till the day. She lay there gazing at his harsh romantic eyes, trying not to think about the violence and the lies. He tried to rationalize the emptiness within, a need for violence, a propensity for sin, a lust for anything to tranquilize the pain, some evil potion and a powder for the vein. Back in the cinema, the film begins to roar. We sit and contemplate the actor and the film. Not quite a film, more like a show that never ends. A celebration now for all are absent. One knows just how this story